What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 here for another video review. It's not Hot Toys, it's Enterbay, it's Scottie Pippen, because as I've mentioned, I want to complete the big three of Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and this is the second part now, and you can buy this figure and other Enterbay NBA figures at bigbadtoystore.com. Just click the link on the description, and as usual, we're going to start off with a box. It's pretty much the same material as they used with Michael Jordan, but I like the design for this one a lot better. As you can see, Pippen, kind of discreetly being written there. The reason is the design is more simpler, unlike Michael Jordan. At least the first version I'm talking about here, my previous review. There's a big design, but it's all over the place. This one, it looks like a nice backdrop, along if you had Dennis Rodman or the last shot Michael Jordan, because they're all uniformed. It's just red with the pretty nice velvet, lettering on the numbers there. So the font is pretty cool. And this is the side. You can see it says there's Scottie Pippen. I like the boxes Enterbay, and then they're huge and they're nicely done. They're magnetized, I like the Hot Toy shoebox style. I'm actually really having so much fun with this Enterbay figures that I might explore, more Enterbay figures in the future. Not only NBA figures, but NBA in particular, because they're so much fun posing. That's one thing I do like about them, is because this one it's pretty cool. So you can see there's like an inlay, unlike in Dennis Rodman, who's kind of new too with what I have. And as you can see, it's not attached to the figure right away, the uniform. So it's like different sleeves, and once you take that out, the body and the head is also not attached, so you kind of have to assemble them all together. It's not that hard, it's not like a task or anything, but just putting a note on that. And it comes with several hands. This one is kind of there's like an opening right there. I'm assuming that's to hold the rim. If you have the Enterbay backboard, then you can have them posing like he dunked or something. This looks like a follow-through hand, but they used it in a different manner, on the promo shots. This is the hand that has a magnet. You always come with a pair, left and right. And this one as well. You can easily determine them, because on the palm you're going to see like a circular thingy. So that indicates that it does have a magnet. And as you can see, there are some hands who, kind of like a high five hand and all that good stuff. And also it comes with a shoe. As you know, this Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman comes with 2 pairs of uniforms and 2 pairs of shoes as well, so you can create another figure. I'm kind of I like the shoe. I never had this when I was younger. Growing up, I always wanted to buy this expensive Nikes, but having no job and being a kid, you really can't. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't get the license for the shoe, because I do love it. It's supposed to say Air on it, for those who doesn't know or too young to remember. I'm not sure what the name of the shoe is. It's an Air Up Tempo, something like that. And this is another Scottie Pippen shoe as well. The other one, the black one, is more popular, at least in my generation. That's something that everyone wants to have. But you can interchange the shoe. It doesn't, it depends on how you wanted him to look like. If you want him a black with red uniform, then you could do so, or white shoe and white uniform. It does come with a ball, the magnetic ball. And you know what? Surprisingly, I was I have several of these NBA figures now, and they don't stick to just any other figure. I used this ball accidentally to Michael Jordan's, because I was shooting this and trying to compare and everything. So I don't care, whatever. But it doesn't stick. So something to note about, I guess. Not that big of a deal, but. And sometimes the color is different. And this one right here, like I said, the uniform comes in separately, so it's not dressed up to the figure right away, which is cool, because right now I don't have a second body, so the other figure is nicely tucked inside his box. The only complaint I have is he only has 1 compression shorts and 1 of those elbow pads. I wish that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to make us build another Scottie Pippen, so complete it, kind of like with Dennis Rodman. Give us everything, give us all the ingredients to create another Scottie Pippen. Don't give us a light Scottie Pippen, even though it's not going to matter. I kind of like the OCD in me wants everything to be intact. And as far as his body, you can see it's like a standard NBA body. You see, I mean, it's nothing to complain about. You can do all sorts of poses, double jointed knee, and this is the compression shorts that I'm talking about. It says 33 on it. I'm trying to find on eBay, you know, because I'm trying to create my second Scottie. I haven't found like a nice compression shorts for him as of yet. I might just have to do without one, and it's okay. It's not gonna make or break your figure. It's just like I said, the OCD in me wants my second figure, which is the white uniform, to be, you know, as complete as it could be, you know. And as far as the body, it looks, I don't know if it's the same body as Michael Jordan. He is taller, that's for sure. He only comes with a single jointed elbow, as you know, to for aesthetic purposes. It's nice, you know, you can see all this veins and muscles. But Scottie Pippen, he has a different body type than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's more stocky. Scottie has more of this lean, longer muscles, and it kind of shows in this figure. Obviously, he does have a lighter skin tone than Michael Jordan, and you can see that clearly when I do the comparison later. And as you can see the shoe, and the shoe is kind of awkward too. Once you put it in, the peg on his foot is kind of, you know, slanting 45 degrees or something like that. So it's not like their typical Hot Toys. Well, this is not Hot Toys, but you know, when you insert them in, it's always ugly in the back, as you can see all the joints from his knee on the back. Number 33 Pippen. And if you have the first version Michael Jordan, which, you know, I do, and I think if you one of the early adopters and didn't wait for the last shot version, and this is what separates him, is the tattoo of Pip. The red uniform, and the white one at least, has this NBA Finals patch on them, which on the first version of Michael Jordan it doesn't have any. So I don't know if it's gonna be a deal breaker for you or not. If you're planning to purchase a new Jordan, I would suggest the last shot anyway. But if you're kind of in a budget, because I know the first version, the one that I bought, is on sale at Big Bad Toy Store for $189 compared to the last shot, which is like $259. So you know, I don't know if it's worth $60 or $70 to you, but you know, give and take. So just letting you know. And this guy comes with two head sculpts. As you can see, he has this nice fade. A lot of people complained about the likeness of this figure, which, you know, I can see where they're coming from. It does look like Scottie. The nose, I don't know, I really can't pinpoint it. Maybe it's the eye. But yeah, this is the, I guess you can put quote unquote, this is the dynamic version, because he has his mouth slightly open, and this is the other one. There's really not much of a difference, you know. The other one's goatee, the eyes is kind of like going onto this side, you know, like on the right side, but it's so minimal, the difference, that they should have created the other one, the open mouth, at least more dynamic, you know, more of an angry expression, or something that if he's dunking, you know, like not just open the mouth a little bit. I know Scottie doesn't have a lot of expression to begin with, but come on now. And this is what I do love about Enterbay figures or NBA figures. I don't know, maybe sporting figures at all, if there's anything other than NBA, is the posability. You know, you can play around with it, and this is one of those Scottie signature dunks. So all extension, and you know Scottie's really long. He's dunking on all people. So yeah, I had so much fun. All the memories came back when I was posting him on this one, and also Dennis Rodman and Michael Jordan. You can do all sorts of you know, your artistic, I guess, side would come out if you're posing all these guys. And this is kind of like just him directing traffic. As we all know, Scottie was the original point forward back in the day, you know. So he's one of those big guys who can carry, you know, can bring the ball down, call plays, and all that stuff. So you know, I think he's one of the most underrated, you know, players in that era, at that time. You know, when Michael Jordan retired, he carried the Bulls to the playoffs. So I'm just saying, if not for that phantom foul on New York, then maybe, just a maybe, they would have, you know, gone to the NBA Finals. But yeah, one of the most underrated players, I guess, in my opinion. Even though he's one of the 50 greatest players of all time, I still think he didn't get the you know, the appreciation that he did. But yeah, you can recreate the flu shot, or the flu game. So you can see here, that's Michael right there, you know, kind of Scottie carrying Michael. I just, you know, I can't take the credit for this. I googled Scottie Pippen Enterbay, and you know, I saw one of these, and I thought it was pretty cool shot. One of the most memorable shots, obviously, of that NBA Finals. It's pretty cool. Michael Jordan playing with the flu or hangover. You know, who knows? They said it's hangover, but you know, I would say it's a flu. I'm from Chicago, so I would stick to that, you know, to that story. Yes, you can see that's pretty cool. You can see the different of skin tone as well, and also he's a lot taller. And this is the height comparison, which is pretty cool. So you can see he's taller than Michael. He's 6'9", and Michael's around 6'6". And Dennis Rodman listed at around 6'8". I think he's more of a 6'7", but yeah, slight difference on there. But with Michael, you can see, you know, you can see the difference right there, and also the skin tone of the three different guys. That's the beauty of Enterbay right there. You know, they can differentiate, even though, you know, they're all NBA figures. As you can see, the body, Michael Jordan's shoulders a bit more out there, more bulky. And that's it. You know, there's not much to talk about. But yeah, Scottie Pippen right there. You can see all his accessories, second head sculpt. You know, you don't see the second pair of uniform. Would I recommend this? If you bought Michael Jordan, then you might as well buy Scottie Pippen. I don't think they're gonna create a version 2 of Scottie, as he's not the most popular player. He's not really the franchise player. It's Michael, as we know. So this might be just your last chance to get Scottie, you know, and then buy a second body, or you can buy it from the secondary market. But I don't think they're gonna create a V2, kind of like with Kobe or Michael Jordan or something like that. So you know, if you're from Chicago, or even if you're not, if you're a big fan of the Chicago Bulls, I would say pick it up, even though the likeness is not spot on. It's close enough, you know. I mean, with the uniform it says Pippen, and it's close enough to tell that it's Scottie. Overall, it's for $259, I believe, and sometimes you can get it for $249. Buy a second pair of body, you can get it for like $50, hopefully, you know, but not now. But yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Please click like, subscribe, and till next review.